The Chartner T8 update. Sorry for getting this update out late today. This is the only update I will be doing for the rest of this weekend, as I've not been feeling too good. I feel a bit under the weather. I had a bit of a messy night on Friday, probably had one too many, and probably brought my immune system down a little bit, and now I'm feeling the repercussions. So yeah, this is the only video I'll be getting out tonight until I get a few more hours kip and recover for the fresh start tomorrow. So yeah, just getting into Algorand here then. We're looking at the 4-hour time frame. So straight off the back, what I've got here, I've got the this is basically the band of resistance that I'm looking at right now. Okay, that you can see that we're basically struggling to get back above. It was once support, and then now we've turned that into resistance. Okay, and we've basically come down and we're trying to reattack that level of resistance once again. Here for algo on the 4-hour. Now, one thing I wanted to look at, okay, is we've potentially got two sort of patterns that are on the play here. Okay, so we've got this resistance line that you can see that currently algo is actually breaking out of. Okay, and I did say that if you do start to break out of this on the 4-hour, look to go long. As long as you can come up, hold back for support, and start to build up and tackle out of this level of resistance, sorry, then you are looking to go long, aren't you? And basically one thing that you could see this potentially as here is, okay, you got this level of resistance here, okay, and you're basically coiling up here on the 4-hour, doing something like this, and potentially in some sort of small descending triangle where you've done something like this. You're coiling up here, you've come up, you've come back for a higher level of support, breaking this trend line of resistance that we was currently under. Okay, and you're looking to come back up and sort of break out. And if you do break out, you'll have a potential target, okay, going from it's from there to there. Okay, and if you do start to come out and break above this resistance and break above 33 cents, okay, so if we start to break out above 33 cents, then you got a potential long up on the 4-hour time frame up to around 34. Okay, so from current price, you know, if you hold this ascending level of support right here, and you do start to come up and tackle 33, okay, you're looking at a long up of around let me get that bang on, 5.85% roughly. Okay, coming up to 34, and within doing so, you'd be taking out this previous support that we've turned into resistance. And if we do get the breakout and say come up there, it'd be nice to come back, hold this as support, and look to get continuation. Okay, and starting to come up and retest previous highs. Okay, but it's all about holding this level of support that you're basically coiling up on here. Okay, holding this as support, looking to break out of resistance that we was previously holding as support. When we pushed up to that 41 cent mark. Okay, so it's all about holding that, and if we don't, okay, and I wanted to show you a bit of confluence here actually. Okay, so from this low, retracing to this high, the 33 cents. Okay, yeah, you can see that you're pushing up. If you was to break out of this ascending level of support, you'd be breaking out past the 1618, okay, at 34 cents. So it just gives you a bit more confluence there. But one thing that I would like to see hold, especially here, okay, is the breakout of this trend line on the 4-hour. Okay, so you've got this massive trend line here that was resistance, okay, and you've actually started to come down, you've broke above it, come back for support. We have to hold this ascending level of support on the 4-hour. I can't emphasize that enough, otherwise you are looking to roll. Because the more you do hit your head on resistance, okay, so we've hit it once, we've basically come up, hit it twice. The more you do hit your head on resistance and fail to break out, the more likely that you are going to start to roll. Okay, and start to come down, potentially fall back into the pattern of resistance you was under, and start to come down and retest this low here that we put in on the 13th of October. So right now, we do just want to hold this ascending level of support on the 4-hour, and you can see, as I said, if you do start to coil up, okay, and do something like this, of which you are doing, and you do hold this level of support here, you are looking for that long up, okay, up to 34, of which you'd start to be tackling out of this previous support that you've turned into resistance right now. You'd be tackling above it, breaking through this trend line, okay, holding it support, coming out and starting the wave up basically, okay, and looking for your continuation back up to the upside. So that's the bullish scenario for me on the near short term. Okay, if we was to look at the potential pullback levels of support here, so I'm just going to clear this all off for a minute. I will get this 4-hour trend line back in, to be fair. Right, okay, so potentially where we could be retracing to, okay, is from this high back down to this low right now on the 4-hour. Again, what we would like to see held here is the 0236 at roughly around 32 cents. And I think I did say that on the weekly time frame, I think a close above that was bullish, or was it the daily? I think it was the daily, and why we was 33 cents, I think. No, 32 cents if we'd hold, and 30. Where was I looking? What was I looking at? I need to think about what I was looking at. Ah, right, I was looking at the pullback, wasn't I? Right, okay, so this is why 32 cents needs to hold, and we need a close above it this week, okay, because you've got this area of retracement, okay, and you can see that right now, coming from this high back to this low, okay, where you start to come up like this and you started retracing. Right now, we've come down to the 0618, and you can see we're literally sitting on it right now. It's a knife edge, okay, and that's a price of 32 cents. So we need to hold 32 cents and close above it, and next week start to sort of push our way up and start to break back through. Otherwise, you are looking at more downside, okay. And the next level of target for me, if you start to close and this weekly candle closes out below 32 cents, you're looking at 31 to 30, okay, and potentially starting to just continue your wave down until you find that potential higher level of ascending support, or you retest the lows that you've already previously had, and you'd be making something called a triple bottom only if you held it, okay, and then you'd be looking to come back up once more, looking to retest resistance on the weekly, and looking for your breakout. So it's all about holding support. Okay, on the smaller time frames and the larger ones, we need to see a close above 0618 at 32 cents. Okay, on the 4 hour, as I've mentioned, we need to hold this level of support that we're basically gearing up for here. Okay, so we need to hold this ascending level of support on the 4 hour time frame. If you start to see a close below that, okay, and you start to see ourselves come down and close below it, do look for a retest to this low. And if this low is lost, okay, and you fail, then you're potentially starting to roll over and retest this low down here that we put in on the 13th of October. Okay, so that would be my retracement targets. And as I said, you'll be coming back down, and potentially on the 4 hour, within a retracement, you'd be potentially coming back down, and what you'd want to hold on the 4 hour time frame is 30 cents, around that sort of area, the 050 and the 0618. Because as I said, if you start to lose this ascending level of support, okay, you retest the previous low, and you can see if you lose this level of support, hit your head on it, you lose the 236, you're looking to come down and test these 2 wicks here at the 382. Okay, but if that doesn't hold as support, you could potentially be doing something called a double M top pattern, where you've got this sort of pattern like this, and you've coming up and you retrace back down to these lows. If you lose that neckline of support, you will have a larger target, and it would be something like this from there to there. And you can see if you did lose it straight away, you'd be coming down and retesting this low here near the 786 at 29 cents. Okay, so that would be quite negative. We do want to see the weekly close above 32 cents. Okay, we want to see it, and it's literally where we are right now. So the price that we are roughly around right now within this cluster is where we want to be closing. Okay, it'd be nice to see that ascending triangle, if this is one, start to build up here. Okay, start to build up, coil up, and eventually break out and meet that 34-cent target at the 1618 that I showed you on the fib from this low to this high. Okay, so that's the potential target for me in the short term. Okay, the bullish scenario, closing the weekly above 32 cents. Okay, breaking this ascending triangle, running up to 34 cents, pulling back for support, and then continuing the breakout to the upside. Okay, because this could be a wave 1, this is a wave 2. Right now, you could be starting a wave 3, pull back wave 4, and a wave 5, where you're looking to start retesting these resistance areas above. Okay, that's the bullish scenario. And equally, I said if you start to lose this ascending level of support, which is here on the 4 hour, if you start to lose and close below that, do look for a retest of these lows here, okay, at 31. And if you just come down and start losing 31 cents, you are going to potentially come down to the 0618, which was at 29.30 cents, okay, and basically looking to put in a higher low than this low here. And you'd just be sort of retracing to that, and then looking to come back up and break out again. So guys, a game of support and resistance. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, what am I doing? If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, peace out.